Sorry, folks. I just wanted to start this episode off with a very conscious and intentional hum. A sound of positivity, some kind of vibration in the space to remember that life is wonderful and things are possible, and that there's a positive energy in all of us. Because, folks, I'm sorry, but things are getting very scary. I'm sure a lot of you are scared right now. I know I am. Marty's getting really scared. The world is looking very different. You know, it's changing rapidly, and there's a lot happening. Like, folks, the forests are burning. The forests are burning, folks, and I'm angry, and you should be too. You know, because there's people burning down our forest, and I know we're talking. I'm talking about the big one, right? The big forest, right? But there's a lot of forests getting burned down right now, getting chopped down. You know, getting mowed down for grazing land for all the animals that we're going to inevitably slaughter, you know, or just, you know, pull their teats and get all their milk out of. You know, this is the way the world is right now. And everybody's getting all mad about this big forest catching on fire and being burned down. But folks, this has always been happening. This is what it is. Mankind has always done this. We've always taken down our forests and suffered the consequences for it. So I think this is just a step in that direction to remember that this is what's going to happen to us. These are the dangers that we're encountering, and I'm angry, and you should be angry too. And we should all be approaching this with a degree of because the anger feeds us to do something, right? Oh, I'm angry. I wanna just go out there. I just wanna get a fire hose and put out that whole fire, but we can't do that, can we? No, we can't connect a fire hose to a fire hydrant that's conveniently located next to this forest and just wash it down with some water and put out that fire. We can't do that. We can't do that. It's just not logical. It's just not logical. And it's so interesting, right, folks? Because, you know, I had a whole episode planned, but then this started to happen, and I'm sorry for the delay of the episode, but I needed to find a way to communicate this. And I think it ties into the man mind again, right? We talked about the monkey mind last time, and we went into the forest, and we met our monkey. And look what you did. Look what we all did as we burnt down the forest. Because we're so scared of the monkey. We're scared of the monkey coming out and really embracing this nature, right? We're afraid of the monkey coming out and us actually needing to face what we've done. So for the people out there, and I know that a lot of people, you didn't go out there to the forest and light a match, but you kind of did. You kind of did by ignoring your monkey, by saying, no, monkey, you are burning down the forest. Okay? And I want you to think about that. I really want you to think about that. What does it mean to burn the forest down with our minds, right? And I think for our meditation today, we're gonna have to, you know, last time we apologized to the monkey, but I think this time we're just gonna have to use our power of imagination and our ability to think positively and manifest our reality. And we're going to have to do that in our minute meditation today. We have to do it. It's our duty as human beings to manifest a more positive reality. But I just want to talk about the man mind again. I want to talk about how this connects. The burning of this forest. You know, it's on fire. Animals are dying. People are dying. People who live in that forest, that know how to commune with nature, that know how to use the plants and the land to thrive, right? They're dying. They're being pushed out of their homes. They don't have a home. Imagine being homeless. Imagine if a big oil company came to your house and was like, "Oh, this looks really good. Let's burn it down." And you went, "No, I this is my home." And they went, "Too bad. Too bad." And they just lit a match, and now your house is on fire. Your house is on fire, folks. And you run out and you go, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. You know, and these people really have nowhere to go because it's not just their home that's burning down. It's all the homes that are burning down. There's nowhere to, you know, you could just go to your neighbor's house or your friend's house and go, hey buddy, can I just hang out here for a little while? You know, can I just I'll give you some money. My house burnt down. I'd really like you to help me out. You can do that. But imagine if those people from the oil companies came there and were like, we're going to burn this one down too. And you go, oh man, like, are you just following me around? And then all of a sudden you look in the neighborhood and all the houses are being burnt down. Well, that's what the oil companies and all the big businesses are doing to these forests right now, everybody. That's what they're doing right now. And, we're just sitting back letting them do it. We're drinking our Coca-Colas. We're having our Miller High Lifes. We're just hanging back and having our designer coffee and our designer booze. And we're just letting all these corporations do this. And we keep consuming what they are doing it for. Because what are we so afraid of? We're so afraid of what lurks in the forest. What lurks in that forest? That we should be afraid of. Is it the lions? Is it the tigers? Is it the carnivorous apes? Is it all the snakes and all the bugs and all those poisonous insects? No. You know what we're afraid of? We're afraid that we're not as big as that forest. That's right. That's the ego. We see this. We get jealous. Men just get jealous of the forest because we want to be dominant, right? We want to take control. We want to be the biggest. We want to be the alpha. And when we evolved and we were able to control all these things, of course, we want to dominate. Now we have the power to, right? Now we have the power to do it. So we just burn forests down. We just go, whatever. You know what? You're big and bad. Well, I'm going to burn you down. And then who's big and bad? And we're so busy having, this big wiener war with the forest. It's like, oh, well, I got this wiener and my wiener's bigger, right? Than your forest wiener. So I'm going to burn down your forest wiener. And then it's like, ooh, I'm bigger. I'm a big man, right? I'm a big man that's burned down the forest. Meanwhile, you don't even realize you're burning down your own home. You're waving your penis around like you own the place, and now it's on fire. Because you're just a big, strong man, right? So this is something that I think men have to tackle is the ability to just surrender. The ability to surrender and just let yourself go and realize that you're not that big. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay that you're not the biggest man, okay? It's okay that you're not the biggest animal in the land, Because the idea now is to work in harmony with each other. But no, you've got all these guys coming to, oh, my dick's big. Oh, well, my dick's bigger, right? And we're just playing these old monkey games. We're playing these old monkey games. And this is where I think the monkey mind was dangerous, right? Is a lot of men just want to be the big, strong man. But the problem is there were always beta males. There were always beta males. They had to make it work, right? They're always beta. It's okay to be a beta male. It's okay to just make things work, right? Because as long as you're an alpha male in your individual life, let's just face it. There's, 4 billion men on the planet around there, Because take 8 billion around there, that's how many people there are. And then you figure there's, 51%, 49% of them. That's about 4 billion. 4 billion men in the world. And you think you're going to be the alphaest of them all? I don't think so. And that was a step on Marty's journey, right? To understanding what manhood is. I can't be the most alpha man. I tried to be the most alpha man. I tried to, go to the gym, and get really big and really muscular and really strong, right? I went and I took karate classes and martial arts classes so that I could be the best at fighting. I tried to put my head in all the books and be the smartest man of all. I tried a lot of those things. I tried it. I studied, sexual intercourse nonstop so that I could be the best lover ever. I tried to be the alpha-est male ever. I tried to be the most alpha, okay? But sometimes, you have to realize what you're alpha at. And what I realized was I was alpha at self-help and helping men. So I may not be the strongest man. I may not be the best fighter. I may not be able to beat you in a fight, okay? I may not be the smartest man. But you know what? If you're looking for the best man at trying to find your inner self, that's me. That's Marty, okay? That's Marty. And that's what I have to pass on to you, is that you have to be the alpha-est at you, okay? You have to be your alpha male to yourself. You have to be the most alpha-est of the alpha males of you. No one else can alpha you, right? You're not, no one can alpha male you. You are the alpha male of your own alpha male-istness. You are the most alpha of you. And you got to find that. You got to find that alpha in you to be the best you, to be the most you. Okay? That's what it's about. If we can learn anything, don't be a beta you. You can be a beta male in the world, but don't be a beta you. Because if you're a beta you, then you'll just be you will never be the alpha you that's supposed to make you the most alpha in the world, okay? So don't beta you, alpha you, so that you can alpha the world, because right now, you're just betaing the world. Don't beta the world as a man, okay? Like, really, really find who you are and alpha it. Because the worst thing for an alpha to be is a beta. And you don't want to be a beta in the world. You have to be an alpha in the world. And the only way you could do that is to stop being a beta to yourself and be an alpha to yourself. And I don't know what's under alpha or beta. I don't know what is. But you certainly don't want to be that. Don't be that. This is the whole thing about the forest, right? Figure out the forest, right? You want to be the alpha male in your own forest. And that doesn't mean burning it down. It means talking to the forest, listening to the forest. Because you also have to ask, what does the alpha male do in the world of the spirit, right? Because it knows that if it kills everything around it, then it will cease to exist. You gotta think about that, guys, before you burn down that forest. Come on, guys, don't burn down that forest. Don't do it. That's a beta male thing, because you're scared, because you're not gonna be an alpha male. I hope this is making a lot of sense. It's making a lot of sense to me. I think I'm being pretty clear about it. You know? Wow. I bet a lot of you are going, wow, Marty. You started off talking about the forest, and somehow, wow, you got here. You got to a discussion about alpha males and how we can alpha our life. Wow, I know. I really take, I know I take weird side roads, guys, but understand I'm leading you somewhere. There's somewhere there. And I got from the forest on fire to us burning it down because we're afraid we're not alphas. So you go out there and you be your alpha self, all right? You figure that out. That's the lesson. That's the lesson today on today's Marty's Minute Meditations, is you got to alpha the world. But now I want to talk about a community of men. I want to talk about, if we're all going to be alphas together, right? Then there has to be some beta moments, right? We have to give and take, but together as a community, we have to give to the world. So right now, I want this minute meditation. The forest is on fire. It still is. It's still burning. So we need to really put our heads together. Right? I really want to, and I talked about it earlier, we're going to put this fire out right now, okay, guys? We're going to use our mental energies and our positivity to put this fire out. Now, I want all of you to be involved in this because, it's the power of manifestation, right? If all of us believe in it, if all of us manifest it, then it will happen. It will happen. That's the only way to solve this issue. It's the only way to solve this issue, right? You could sign all the petitions you want. You could give all the money you want, but it's not going to put out that fire, guys. So right now, for today's minute meditation, I just want to take this moment, okay? So all you men out there, all the men that are listening right now, I want you to put your dicks away, okay? Put them down. Put them down. Turn off your porno, okay? Put your video games away. Okay, put down your beer, turn off your sports games, whatever sports game you're watching right now, just put it on pause for a moment. I know you're recording it. I know you're recording it. Take a moment for the world, okay? Take a moment for the betterment of the world and the betterment of your spirit and your soul, okay? All right? So take this moment, just, and so take a couple deep breaths, all right? I know I'm getting worked up, so I need to take a couple breaths, and I need to close my eyes. So close your eyes, men. Take a moment. Feel that breath inside you. Just fill yourself with the positivity of the world, right? Just fill it all into your lungs. It's all coming into your lungs right now, okay? And the thing is, I've been going to bed at night, and I know that the spirit of the forest is coming into my bed and holding me and really just holding me and we'll have this kind of human spirit intercourse, because you have to make love to the world in some ways. No, I don't mean you put your penis in the ground. I don't mean you dig a hole for your penis and you fuck the earth, okay? I know I'm going to get a lot of really weird mail like that's like, oh, I try to watch Marty's MENitations, but he's always talking about sexual intercourse with different things. But that's what happens, You do have to have a kind of spiritual intercourse with the world, okay? And that's what it did to me. It slipped into my bed. The spirit of the world slipped into my bed, and it just came inside me, and it filled me. And it filled me with the spirit of itself. And now I understand. Now I understand how the world works, okay? I'm in love with the forest because it filled me with itself, And so I really need you to imagine that. Imagine that every breath you take is just the forest, just ejaculating inside you, just filling you with its spirit and its life and its love, okay? It's not all dirty, okay, guys? It's filling you with something else, with something special. It has to offer it to you. Okay? And it came inside me. It came to me last night, and it came inside me. And many nights because it's been really trying to communicate with me. I think it's been trying to communicate it's been going into everybody's beds, right? But everybody's been pushing it away, and men are too afraid to just let something come inside them. Well, you know what? You know what, men? It's time for you to let it happen. This is what I mean about letting it go, surrendering. Let nature just hold you in its arms. Let it be the big spoon. Let it take you in its arms and come inside you and fill you with its spirit, okay? And I want you to take that breath. I want you to take this seriously, closing your eyes, letting it be there, letting it hold you, letting it touch you, okay? It's like being in that mud pit last episode with the monkeys, right? Just let it be dirty. Let yourself be dirty, right? And take that breath, breathe in, and I want you to imagine this forest. Remember, we played as monkeys in the mud in this forest, right? We walked through this forest. We were scared of it until we allowed it to really speak to us, right? And so I want you to imagine the forest, okay? The forest where we got dirty in the monkey mud, in the forest that we got lost in, that came into our beds and held us close. The forest that gave life to us. That's the important thing to remember. The forest gave life to us. And now we're burning it down. Even if we didn't do it, on our own, with our own bare hands, with our own monkey hands, lighting the fuse and throwing it into the forest and causing this fire, even though we didn't do it as individuals, we're doing it as a community. We're all to blame. That's right. We're all to blame. So let's all solve this together. So sit there and imagine that fire. That forest is on fire. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I want you to imagine it. I want you to imagine that we as a community of men as protectors of the forest, as protectors of the goddess of nature, right? We're taking all our buckets, and we're all there with buckets of water, okay? We're all there with buckets of water, right? And we're ready. We're ready, and we all have to believe it, right? We all have to be in this forest, ready to put out this fire, ready to brave it, to be real men, to be the alphas of the world, to really take control and go, and be apologetic to the forest and all at once. I want us as men, we're breathing, right? We're breathing, we're imagining this forest, and we take our buckets of water. And those buckets of water, it's not just water, it's good intentions. It's positivity. It's us making manifest the positive change in the world, okay? And throw that water all over. Throw that water all over the fire, okay? Now hold on, together at the same time, all right? All right, now we take a deep breath in. Look at this fire and just be moved by how much it's disappearing and how much we're losing it and how much we've changed the planet with it. And look at it, and with good intentions and with good positivity, with all those wonderful thoughts that you have in this bucket, I want you to just throw it on, okay? Ready? At the same time. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to do it. Here we go, okay? 3, 2, 1, and just throw that bucket of water and positive thought all over the forest. Put it out. Just put it out. Just put it out. Everybody, just throw it on there and put it out. And breathe and just watch it. Just watch it extinguish. We're watching all our positive thoughts, all the things that we have to offer the world, all our love, right? And breathe and just watch it. Just watch it go out, right? At first, it doesn't seem like it does it. At first, you're like, oh no, it's not going to work. But no. Then you see the smoke start to rise. It's the mist, when you throw water onto fire, and then it slowly starts to disappear. And first it's just the bushes, right? Everything on the ground, all the bushes, they're gonna blow out, right? And then all of a sudden you look up, and then the trees, you start to see them. You start to see them, and the fire starts to dissipate, right? And it all turns green, and all the plants that were burned down, they start to grow back out of the ground. All the animals, all their charred corpses, they just shake off that ash and just walk away. They walk deep into the forest, and the sky clears up, and you just look at it and you go, wow, we did this. And we can do it. Thanks for joining me this episode of Marty's Meditations. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. I think we discovered a lot today. And we put out that fire. We put out that fire in ourselves. We put out that fire in ourselves and in the forest. In the next coming weeks, just remember that. Just remember that and breathe, right? Just take a breath in and breathe in that positivity. Let that force come inside you, and then just breathe out the positivity and the manifesting of the change, right? And I hope to see you again. I hope you come back, because I felt you here. I felt you here with me, and I hope you feel me there with you too.